The sun warmed a perfect day in the mountains, the kind that feels like a gift. For the Miller family, it was. John and Sarah laid out a picnic blanket, their laughter mixing with the gentle breeze. Their 8-year-old daughter, Lily, was lost in a world of make-believe, her favorite teddy bear the star of the show. And then there was Max, their golden retriever, a furry whirlwind of joy, chasing butterflies that danced over the wildflowers. For a while, everything was idyllic, a perfect snapshot of family life. But as the afternoon sun began its slow descent, a subtle shift occurred. The butterflies left, and Max's playful energy quieted. He stopped his game and stood near the edge of the clearing, his body suddenly tense. His ears, usually floppy and relaxed, were perked, aimed toward the distant, silent peaks. A low whine, barely audible, escaped his throat. He started to pace, a short, nervous circuit from the blanket to the edge of the trees and back again. Sarah noticed first. "What's up with Max?" she asked, her voice light. John shrugged. "Probably just getting restless. We've been here a while." Max padded over to Lily and gently nudged her hand with his wet nose, as if to say, "Let's go." Lily, still deep in her game, just giggled and patted his head. "Silly Max," she said, giving him a quick scratch behind the ears before turning back to her bear. The family, wrapped in the warmth of their day, saw only a restless dog, not the quiet alarm bell he was trying to ring. Then came the sound. It was faint, almost imaginary, a deep, low hum that seemed to vibrate up from the earth itself. To John and Sarah, it was nothing more than the wind or a distant plane. But Max heard it for what it was. His whining grew more insistent. His tail, usually a happy metronome, was now tucked low, a clear sign of distress. He looked at John, then at Sarah, his intelligent brown eyes wide with a desperate plea they couldn't yet understand. He let out a single bark. It wasn't his usual playful yip. It was a sharp, urgent command that cut through the peaceful air. It was so out of character that both John and Sarah paused, looking at him with a flicker of concern. Okay, boy," John said. "We get it. Time to pack it in." They began to slowly gather their things, the half-eaten sandwiches, the thermos, the empty chip bags. As Sarah folded the corner of the picnic blanket, the ground beneath them gave a distinct jolt. It was no longer subtle. This time they all felt it. A few loose pebbles skittered down a nearby rock face. Lily looked up, her eyes wide. "What was that?" she asked, her voice a little shaky. In that moment, Max seemed to understand that his quiet warnings were not enough. He needed to do something they couldn't ignore. With a sudden, decisive movement, he lunged forward, gently snatching Lily's cherished teddy bear from the blanket in his mouth. Then he turned and bolted, sprinting directly towards the family car parked 100 yards away. He didn't just run. He ran with purpose, glancing back over his shoulder to make sure they were coming. "Max, my bear!" Lily cried out, her surprise quickly turning to distress. She scrambled to her feet and took off after him, her little legs pumping. "Lily, wait!" Sarah called, grabbing John's arm as they both hurried to follow. The chase was on a little girl trying to rescue her favorite toy from her own dog. They were so focused on the strange scene unfolding that they didn't notice the growing rumble from the mountains above. Lily reached Max just as he dropped the bear at the rear tire of their car. She scooped it up, ready to scold him, but then her parents caught up, breathless, and that's when they heard it. A deafening roar, like 1,000 freight trains, filled the air. They all spun around, just in time to see the entire mountainside they had been sitting under give way. A terrifying cascade of rock, earth, and trees thundered down, completely burying the beautiful clearing where their picnic blanket had been just moments before. They stood frozen, huddled together by the safety of their car, watching in stunned silence as a cloud of dust billowed into the sky. The world, which had been so peaceful, had nearly collapsed on top of them. The ground finally fell still. The roar faded into an eerie quiet. John wrapped his arms around Sarah and Lily, pulling them close. Then they all looked down at Max. He sat patiently, his tail giving a slow, tentative thump against the gravel. His eyes were no longer filled with panic, but with a calm, knowing look. Lily, her teddy bear clutched tight, knelt and wrapped her arms around the dog's neck, burying her face in his soft fur. The lost bear, the interrupted picnic, none of it mattered anymore. In the quiet aftermath, as the dust began to settle, they sat with their hero, overcome with a profound sense of gratitude and a deeper understanding of the silent, powerful bond that connects us to the incredible animals who share our lives. They don't need words to show us they care. Sometimes they just need us to listen. Thanks for watching.